Bro, why are you fighting for a multi-billion-dollar corporation? Like, whose job is it to commit bestiality? You're a little good boy. Like, you're a teacher's pet. You're colonel's pet. The worst jobs to have. I can't lie, I've had some pretty bad jobs. I haven't had a good job. I've had 2 fast food jobs, McDonald's, KFC, and I've worked at a fast food for medical supplies. I got that job at 14. Don't ask me how. Straight nepotism. Bro, fast food is chill. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation, though. It's not about what you're doing. It's about who you're doing it with. If you have chill coworkers, bro, we could be doing anything, bro. It's funny as hell.
You ever thought about getting a job? Don't. It ruins your life. When we're kids, whenever an adult asks us what we want to be when we grow up, our aspirations are through the roof. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be the president. I want to be from Turkey.
Kids that wanted to be astronauts, don't get me started, bro. Like, you had no friends in, like, middle school, bro. Kinda like you were insufferable, bro. Teachers' pet activities. I want to be an astronaut. Gang, I wanted to be like Bear Grylls, like drinking my own piss and, like... I'm not even kidding. Not drinking my own piss, but I wanted to be, like, an adventurer. Always dreamt of, like, having a map, like, finding the One Piece with my herd of polar bears that all, like, basically worship me. That was my ambition as a little kid, bro. Like, what can I say? And the second thing I always wanted to be was a fast food worker, because we'd go there once or twice a week, and, like, he would bring me so much joy, bro. I would be like, yo, I need to be this person. Like, imagine I work where the fries come from. Like, bro, what more could I ask for? Sneak in a little chip halfway through the shift.
We only picked the best quality choices that we thought were not only the greatest, highly rated...
Hey, I'm living the dream, I guess, bro. Look where we're at now, man. Success, baby.
things that someone could be, but also the most fun. I miss the days of childhood optimism. Then by the time you reach high school, you think and realize, my screen time's how much? Yeah, your dumbass is not gonna be president. In fact, I'm surprised you even made it this far. You're failing almost every class, including lunch. Your options have come slim to none. You're gonna have...
That's sad. A lot of us are gonna die with regrets, man, because truly, like, nothing differentiates you from another person. You share, like, 99.999% of your DNA with the person you are least genetically similar to. The human that you're least genetically similar to, and search this up, you are 99.999% equal to, bro. Like, they have nothing on you. Trump has nothing on you. You could have been the president. Like, it's just about making the right decisions, and scrolling is never the right decision. A lot of people are actually gonna die with regrets because of TikTok, bro. Like, it's sad, but it's true.
To settle with being from Montreal, French and Canadian, double negative, and that's not a positive in real life. Maybe you're gonna work at Arby's, specifically Arby's. Ain't nobody wanna be there. Maybe be a street pharmacist, or work at Walmart. I know the job hasn't been the same.
You know what's actually so upsetting? People that, like, I see people, like, for example, at my fast food jobs, you're like 30, 40, you're working fast food. There's no problem. Like, you're chill, bro, you know? Like, money isn't everything. I know a lot of people think it is. Money isn't everything. Maybe you've failed career-wise, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're 30 working at a fast food place, you have failed career-wise. But there's a lot of other areas in life that you might have succeeded. But you know what actually upsets me the most? When I find employees that genuinely care for McDonald's fucking bank account. Like, genuinely. Like, a customer comes in, they're unhappy with their order, and they're, like, trying every little thing to give them as little food as possible. Bro, why are you fighting for a multi-billion-dollar corporation? Like, what sort of brainwashing? That's what's actually upsetting. I'm not upset about you working at a fast food place for 40, 50 years, bro. Hey, you failed career-wise, but at least you're providing and working. Like, that's good. There's a lot of bums out there. But someone who's willing to die for a corporation's bank account, like, the colonel does not fuck with you, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You're a little good boy. Like, you're a teacher's pet. You're colonel's pet. Like, it just pisses me off, bro.
Ever since the real OG retired. But what if you messed up so bad that the better choice of your options is scamming the homeless? These are the jobs I wanted to talk about today. The bottom of the barrel careers any person can take. Not even the neediest of people will take it. Let's get started. First up, teacher. We're starting with the all-stars today.
Teacher sounds good in theory, but I had this one teacher, bro, like, he deadass, like, I'm pretty sure he ended his life. Like, I'm not even kidding. I haven't reached out. I don't know, bro. But we were in lesson, and he'd be like, he was a Reddit mod, like, literally. Like, he, self-admittedly, he mods Reddit servers. And he was like, every day he would come in, and he's like, every time we make a noise, he's like... I'm just gonna end it. I'm like, bro, like, you should not be saying that in front of kids. He's definitely fired, at least. Like, maybe he's not dead, but he's definitely fired, bro. He was crazy. I must have been like 7. I went to a grammar school, a school for, like, smart kids where you had to, like, pass an exam, and he was working there. Bro, I don't even know. That's a whole different story in and of itself. You can tell I went to, like, a smart people school, can't you? I can't fucking speak properly. They taught us Latin, German, French, like, a couple other languages. It was some bullshit, bro. I don't even know how to say. I know Jumapel. That's about it, bro.
I'm kidding. Well, kind of. Well, sometimes it could be one of the best jobs when you have good, fun students. But I'm talking about the teachers that have badass kids as students, never being respected or taken seriously, always being disrespected, then getting paid in Argentinian pesos. Man,
Nah, but you know what's crazy? The teachers that want to become teachers for different reasons. There's teachers that want to become teachers because they genuinely enjoy teaching, because they want to like see the progress that their work does, like almost like nurturing people, and they get reward from seeing that tree blossom. A lot of teachers just want to be teachers so they can have a power trip, because they have built up anger issues from getting bullied as little kids, and they take that out on you. Like, okay, this kid used to bully me in school, so now like when I see someone who acts like him or even looks like him, sad to say but it's true, in my lesson I'm gonna treat him the same way I would like to treat that bully. I'm gonna take that anger out on him. Like, a lot of teachers have like built up issues. Like, it's a career where you're dealing with kids, but at the same time you went through that same exact experience, so you're very unbiased. You're gonna be biased towards the group of people you would have hanged out with as a kid. I don't know how you get over that, because being a teacher, not a lot of people want to become teachers, especially not middle school teachers, bro. Like, it's hell.
life would suck. This is not the fault of the teacher. Well, sometimes it is, but more so the kids nowadays. Some kids just think being a nuisance is the funniest thing.
Being a PE teacher is weird, bro. Like, I'ma just keep it a buck. Wanting to be a PE teacher, like, as a kid, you'd want to be a PE teacher, you know, because PE teachers are cool. He's like that one jacked guy walking around school with like a lot of respect. But if you're over the age of 20, like, not being a personal trainer, not working with athletes, or like having any sort of that ambition, nah, I just want to like tell 7-year-olds to walk around in circles and do jumping jacks. Like, bro, what are you doing? Bro, you might as well be a bum. Like, start begging, bro. Like, that, I have something against PE teachers. What are you doing with your life, bro? If that's your only ambition. If you're over the age of 30 and you're a PE teacher in a school, you might as well just go work at McDonald's, bro. Like,
being a snarky brat to the teachers, talking back, not listening to anything they say, just trying to be the worst kind of class clown so that equally brain dead friends could laugh along, and having to clock into a job every day just to get roasted by some teenagers and teach some
I have never had a bad Asian teacher. Bro, it's just facts. I'm stereotyping, but it's true, bro. I've never had a bad Asian teacher. Yeah, I don't know why I started listing them. Yeah, that's about it, bro. I've never had an Asian teacher that wasn't teaching me math, bro. Like, respectfully, though. Yo, like, it's true. Have any of y'all had Asian teachers that weren't teaching you math? Never, bro. Like, I'm just recounting experiences. Don't blame me, blame the system, bro. Oh, and if you're new here, I move a lot because I'm sat on the floor and it's really uncomfortable.
Mundane classes to mundane students just sounds like a bad career choice. To me personally, I'm blaming you meddling kids. I sound like an old head right now. And then there's sometimes those teachers that just be reading from textbooks, no originality, no time.
Oh my, that's every teacher, by the way. Like, I've barely had any original teachers, but once you do, they're like gems, diamonds in the rough. Little dance segment. But that one fit teacher, bro, I can't lie. If you're too hot, you can't be a teacher. Gang, no one is focusing in your lesson. I'm sorry. Like, you're talking to 11, 12, 13-year-olds. Like, this is a hot take. If you're too attractive, you can't be a teacher, bro. Like, especially not for the younger ages. Like, anything between the age of 12 to like 15, you shouldn't be able to teach if you're too hot, bro. Like, hey, I'm sorry, bro. Like, speaking from experiences, none of the guys were focusing in that one English teacher's lesson. Like, not a single word was being communicated. Like, we were straight freaks, bro.
Type of personality coming from them while teaching, just the most boring teachers you can think of. Like, why are you a teacher? You're giving off the aura that you don't even care what you're talking about, making me not care. So why are you teaching? If you just wanted a job to have the
bag, bro, they don't. Some teachers don't care. You can tell when a teacher cares. Most of them don't. Like, they're just trying to get a paycheck.
Brain and constant autopilot and get a paycheck. You should have just been a truck driver.
But see, though, they don't care enough to actually put some effort into teaching, but they care enough to tell you off for doing the most normal thing ever. Like, they care enough to just piss you off, but they don't care enough to actually do some teaching, bro. Like, those teachers exist. Like, they get their pleasure from your demise. Like, built up issues, bro. They genuinely need to like vet these teachers like thoroughly.
Like I said earlier, teaching could be an actual great job. I've had teachers that look like they're having the time of their lives while teaching, having fun with the students and having fun with their jobs and whatnot. But I've also had classes.
See, that's above and beyond. I'm just asking that they don't just simply read off a PowerPoint, bro.
Classes where the teachers were just straight up disrespected and nobody did a thing about it. Not even me. Because if it was teachers that none of the students really cared about or had like any fun with, then no one would really say anything. We would just be spectators. Not saying that shit.
Can't lie, I was the school clown, bro. I wasn't even the class clown. I was the school clown, especially when I was like 13 to 14. I think 12 to 14. Bro, I was like in assembly, like 1,500 kids cracking jokes, getting pulled out mid-assembly, bro. Like, I was that one kid, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I was meant to be a jester, low-key. Yeah, I'm just playing, bro. But entertainment has always been something that I'm like kind of passionate about, I guess.
Could be the case, but That's just the way it is. So if you're in the situation of being in the negative categories of teaching that I mentioned earlier, then teaching would be 100% the worst job to have. Next, Mappa animator. Animators are already treated like garbage throughout the entire industry.
Bro, where were you when you realized that they had to individually animate every single frame? Like every second was like 30, 60 frames. Bro, once I realized that, my appreciation for that went like tenfold. Like it's no longer Nickelodeon, it's a work of art, bro. It's not Team Titans, it's the Mona Lisa, bro. Like damn, I have so much respect for artists, bro.
Getting overworked, getting underpaid, all of that. But I cannot imagine myself being a Mappa animator. That's probably that times infinity. They all must be zombies by now, stuck to their desk just drawing like drones, because that's the only way I could imagine them being able to pump out this crazy ass weekly. Have y'all watched Jujutsu Kaisen? The animation in that makes me start gooning, bro. I cannot believe how good this looks. I wish some of my favorite shonens looked half as good as this. And I still see people complain about the animation, even though they're going balls to the walls crazy. I've seen people complain about the Yuji versus cockroach fight.
Bro, animation doesn't make a show. Like it does to a certain point, but it's not gonna immortalize a show. But too bad if an animation can absolutely kill a show. Like I'd say as long as the animation is decent, it's alright. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's not even that it has great animation, it's that it has unique animation. Like there's a lot of anime where the animation just doesn't ruin the show. That's the main thing with animation. I think the storytelling is much more important, bro. And some anime like interpretations, like how you interpret the manga, how do you turn that into an anime, that's a really big thing. A lot of people fuck that up, bro. Like the manga for Tokyo Ghoul, man. Oh my god. Just a gold mine of an AP that has been just dragged on the floor. They have to remake that. Like remake the whole anime, bro. Tokyo Ghoul used to be like the coolest thing ever. One of my friends had that like as his wallpaper, bro. He was like the coolest guy ever. Having some guy with white hair and like a black eye doing this, bro. Like it was aura. But they killed the whole show. Like the IP is actually so cool.
Like you care about that fight. Who cares if it's animated?
Probably my favorite concept out of any TV show.
A little worse than the other fights. Bro, it's cockroach versus Yuji. Who cares? And I hate to think that some of the higher ups at Mappa would take these criticisms seriously and then go after the animators thinking that they did a bad job even though they didn't. They'd be like, what is this? This is nowhere near on par on what we want. You gotta work triple, double overtime for the next year. But I haven't seen my wife and kids in 5 months. I don't care. Did you know that it only took 4 months for the Jujutsu Kaisen movie to get animated? 4. And I did a little bit of research, meaning I just did a Google search, and apparently it takes 4 years for a whole animated movie to get made.
See, but that's some bullshit. 4 to 7 years is insane. Like, come on. I think the golden zone is somewhere in between. 4 months is insane. How was the animation on that movie? Was it good? 'Cause if it was good, I'll genuinely be surprised. Like, props to the people. Props to the artists. But 7 months? Like, that's the one thing that pisses me off. Because although, like, I understand that like, it takes a lot of work. Bro, Black Clover. Why do I have to wait 2 years for the next season? Like, what are we doing, bro? What are you doing for the next 2 years? Like, it kind of pisses me off. Can y'all just, like, cycle through? I understand they need rests, but can you just, like, cycle through to a different anime studio or anime production studio? Can you let them work on it while you take a break? And it makes no sense from, like, a financial perspective, because people are slowly gonna lose interest. Like, now I don't give a fuck, but when I was, like, caught up with the anime, I was like, bro, I would kill someone right now to continue watching this.
I don't think it takes that long nowadays. So I did a little more research, a simple Google search, and the Mario movie got made in 2 years, and it still took less than a quarter of the time to animate the whole Jujutsu Kaisen movie.
Damn.
And it's longer. Granted, there was already a manga for it, so that means there's already a story and basically script for everything already. But 4 months still seems like an incredibly short amount of time to make a whole entire movie. Being a Mappa animator or an animator in the anime industry in general must be a freaking hell to go through. And I hope it gets better.
But they're really passionate about it. I think people that work as manga animators I'm actually kind of jealous of them. I think we all should like envy them a little bit because they're doing something they love. You don't end up in that position unless you have genuine passion for anime or for being an artist.
Next is sadly animal beaters. And I don't mean people that hit animals. I mean people that do things to animals that would get me demonetized. I mean animals need to get reproduced somehow. I need as many chickens and cows as possible, bro. But being on the other end to make that happen is harder life to be a part of. The people that do this job for a living
Oh, you mean like breeding animals? Okay, bro. I thought you were meant like breeding with animals. I was like, where is this going? Whose job is it to commit bestiality?
are God's greatest soldiers. I salute you, man. I salute you more than the troops. Gotta make a living somehow. Next, taxidermy.
See, these jobs suck, but the people in these jobs are people that are really passionate about it. Like these jobs, you don't find yourself doing this sort of shit unless you're genuinely really passionate about animals. Because how many people like that do we need? Like not that many. So you sort of like the people who actually have those jobs are the people that are most passionate. They probably enjoy their jobs way more than a bank executive probably does. You gotta keep that in mind.
Honestly, if you do this as a career,
That's fun.
I'ma automatically assume you crazy. Next,
Yeah.
telemarketing. I don't even know how these guys are still in business. Telemarketing is those people that call your phones trying to sell you rhino pills or whatever, and trying to call a bunch of random numbers all day just to sell probably one item max, cause nobody be answering these calls. It just doesn't sound that fun to me as a career, especially.
Yeah, that's definitely fun. No, it's definitely not fun. No one's passionate about making scam calls. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, everything else you've mentioned, okay, I can understand why, like, a certain person, although it is borderline autistic, yeah, you like sitting there and drawing pictures for 50 hours. Like, there's something wrong with you, but I appreciate that you exist, because we need someone to do it. But making scam calls, yeah, buddy, I don't want to buy, like, penis enhancement pills. I know I probably need them, but... Pause, I'm kidding, bro. I'm hung like a donkey, bro.
Since these calls be popping up as scam likely now, bro, nobody answering that. And even when, coincidentally, I do end up answering.
I do answer them all the time. If I get a call, even if it's a scam call, I'm answering, bro. I'm trolling. Or if it's an AI that I'm disappointed, I just hang up.
As soon as I hear him say, "Hi, this is
Ellen
Rachel. I
DeGeneres.
wanted to talk to you about our new..." Hang up. I ain't trying to hear that. Rachel? I don't know any Rachel. Rachel McAdams? Rachel from Friends? If you ain't any of them, I don't know why you call on my phone. I'm not buying none of your rhino pills. I already used up all mine, and my hasn't gone down in days. It hurts. Please send help. Next up, the Krusty Krab. I know this not real, but I don't care. Working for Mr. Krabs gotta...
See, you're tripping. It depends on who you are. If I'm Squidward, then I'm happy, bro. I got Patrick and SpongeBob. There's no work getting done. We're beefing with some small person from the chum bucket. Like, it's fun. That would be lit. And as in, if I was Squidward, I had my personality. But if I was Squidward and I had Squidward's personality, yeah, I can't lie. I'd rather be literally anything else, bro. That guy hates his life. If it wasn't a kid's show, he would have jumped off the top of the Krusty Krabs long ago, bro.
Be the most mentally draining, life-sucking, ball-munching job any person can have. This dude don't give a shit about his employees or customers. He just give a shit about money and his fat-ass illegitimate daughter. He has only 2 employees for a reason. Nobody want to work there because he be working SpongeBob and Squidward like slaves. Other than cashier, it seems like SpongeBob does every job at the Krusty Krab. Delivery boy, janitor, mascot. He does everything. And he gets...
Do you guys know the theory about, like, SpongeBob being an adult with, like, autism? I think that's, like, a proper theory, that he's, like, an adult with, like, mental issues. And as someone who's low-key worked in, like, the equivalent, which would probably be McDonald's, I do see a lot of, like, SpongeBob's. I really do. Like, I see a lot of SpongeBob's working at McDonald's. Like, the older people that usually live at McDonald's, they sort of, like, have got into a habit of getting enjoyment out of shit that usually other people wouldn't find enjoyable. And I think that's a superpower. Like, although most of them, like, genuinely hate going to work because you've been flipping patties for 30 years now, like, you genuinely want to light the place on fire, for a lack of a better term, you start getting enjoyment out of small shit. Like, you just suddenly start having, like, a burst of happiness. It's something I noticed, like, flipping fries and then for like 2 minutes when a song comes on, the same song that's been coming on for 30 years, but still, it's like that small window where they can just act really absurd for some reason, like SpongeBob, basically. I mean, is there a correlation there? I guess so.
Paid in cents or in Mr. Krabs' wacky bucks. Sometimes they don't even get paid at all. In fact, they owe him money. Look at this bill in Squidward's paycheck. $1 breathing, $5 talking, $10 standing, $2 existing. He's literally taking money out of his paycheck for doing his job. And whenever his employees ask for a raise, he laughs in their face. That's why the last fry cook quit. And I know SpongeBob doesn't really care about that because he loves working and he's canonically a masochist. But he should start caring because Mr. Krabs would trade SpongeBob in a matter of seconds.
No.
Remember that episode where Mr. Krabs literally sold SpongeBob to the Flying Dutchman for 62 cents? Imagine someone you consider a friend selling your life for 62 cents. You can't even get a lollipop for that money. You can't get anything from the 99-cent store with that money. 62 cents. I would remember that forever if I was SpongeBob. I'll go on a kill.
People like that, though. People like that genuinely exists. Like, some people, like, I don't know how else to say this, but they, like, worship authority. Whatever little authority you have, like, sucking up to a person in hopes of what? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know, like, a 50p raise is genuinely meaningful if you're getting 50p extra an hour, but that would never be a reason I would suck up to somebody for 2 years. Like, do you realize there's no correlation? They're not the one that's gonna give you a raise. Like, I see that so often, and it's genuinely pathetic. Like, please, I know, like, we need people to take their job seriously, but at the same time, leave that for other people. I know that doesn't make sense, but never be that guy. I never want any one of my viewers to be that one guy who takes his job way too seriously. Hakuna Matata, bro. The presidents don't give a fuck about their job. You got Joe Biden sleeping mid-interview, and Trump, I don't even know what, Trump's too focused on a fucking ballroom. See how I made a joke about both sides because I'm not picking a side. But I'm trying to get my point through that, like, relax, bro. No one likes someone that's uptight. You're never gonna go anywhere if you take your job too seriously. Why? Because if you become really good at racking fries and you take your job so seriously, you're never gonna be anything else, because that's the only skill that you've developed. You won't have any good people skills, and even if you do, if you take your job so seriously and you're really good at racking fries, why would they ever want you anywhere else? Like, if that's the skill set you have, like, where you compromise on your relationship with other people and how other people are feeling, and, like, lightening the mood so you can rack fries better, you're never gonna be anywhere else, because no one's attracted to that personality. You gotta realize the world, you will always be interacting with people. Once you make a sale, you're interacting with somebody, you're convincing them to give you money. When you get a raise, you're interacting with someone. Someone thinks that you're worthy enough, or, like, that you're responsible enough to be given this responsibility. Whatever happens, you're always dealing with people. So prioritizing your job over people is the worst mistake you can possibly make. And sucking up to people is just going to show them that you're inferior, that you're not their equal. Never be the person to suck up to authority, and never be a person who takes his job way too seriously, bro. Because in reality, no one gives a fuck about you. Like, genuinely. If you put material things over people, you will always be remembered for those material things. Never the person you are.
Bill revenge spree against Mr. Krabs if I was SpongeBob. Even Squidward, after the whole exchange, was like, nah, that's fucked up. And he hates SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs is straight up crooked in the head. He only cares about that dollar bill mindset, which from a hustler to another hustler, I can understand, but I would never.
Bro put Punchmade Dev. Is he low-key snitching on himself right now? Bro, Punchmade Dev is a fraudster. What are you talking about hustling?
Never want to work for you. I'd rather my job be working as Mrs. Puff's foot massager or something. But that's more of a privilege than a burden, not gonna lie.
Pause.
Next job, entrepreneur. You might as well say you're homeless.
Facts.
I honestly don't know what they do or what the job is, actually.
If you're an entrepreneur, shut the fuck up. You're actually jobless. Like, say what you do, bro. You're an entrepreneur, so you do what? Every job has a name. Okay, I'm the CEO. I sell lemonade. I sell jorts on TikTok shop. Like, what do you do? Don't tell me you're an entrepreneur, buddy. You're not cool. Corny ass.
Next job, any person that has to clean a Taco Bell or gas station bathroom. I feel like that's self-explanatory. It feels like the people that use those bathrooms have never been potty trained. The people that use those bathrooms aim for everything. The walls, floor, ceiling, everything but the toilet. And even when they do aim for the toilet, inside the toilet, there will be the most gargantuan pile of human feces that the human eye has ever seen. And of course, clogging the toilet. Like, that job will never be easy for anybody that works there. Even the most nasty, disgusting monkey cage in a zoo is less dirty than the average gas station bathroom. And if you're employed as one of
Have y'all seen the guy that got stuck in a porta potty? Like, in the porta potty, like inside the tank that's underground that collects the shit. Oh my god. Actually, I couldn't think of a worse situation to be in. How do they get so disgusting? Like, this is the issue, that you can't put cameras in there and hold people accountable. But genuinely, you know when you go to a toilet and you, like, miss some of the, like, you're not expecting someone to follow through directly. Am I exposing myself here? Like, I'm a pretty clean guy, trust me. But, like, if a little bit goes on, like, the seat and you don't bother to wipe it or clean, it's a public toilet, there's shit everywhere, and then you see the person, the janitor, come in and, like, go directly into the same stall. I know that's a shared experience. Everyone has gone through that. Bro, the level of shame you get, like, brother, I'm sorry, man. Like, I promise it was not me. I hope you recognize that that pile of shit wasn't me. The little splash on the side, maybe. But come on, bro. Like, if I knew you were going in, I'd make sure it's a bit cleaner.
Those kind of jobs, I feel sorry for you. And in your honor, next time I go to a gas station bathroom, I'll make sure I only wipe on the toilet seat and not the sink. Next job, resellers. Fuck you. I hate you. Next job, cooks it.
Bro, the resellers, the money in reselling is made from those little TikToks where they sell PDF files with the suppliers. That's where the money's made. No one's making money off of reselling. It's a scam, bro. It's a Ponzi scheme.
In the kitchen. I don't know about you, but almost every time I see these people on YouTube or on TV, they're almost always getting verbally abused, roasted, and just chewed out by the chef of the kitchen.
Facts, but I don't know if that in that situation I would stand up for myself, bro. Like, I'd say I'm a pretty confident person, but Gordon Ramsay shouting at me because I fucking grabbing the fish, smashing it with his fists until it disintegrates into thin air, and then calls me a donkey and an idiot sandwich, bro. I would just take the L, bro. Like, I kind of recognize where they're coming from. And then the one guy that crashes out and we're all like, oh my god, he shouldn't have done that. By the way, crashing out on Gordon Ramsay, fully valid. I just about having the balls to do it. Like, if you do it, I understand. If you don't do it, I also understand. But when that one guy lashes out, like, after being called and degraded for like 3 days straight, the moment he stands up for himself and gets kicked off, everyone's like, oh my god, why would he do that to Chef Ramsay? Bro, Chef Ramsay should be a, like, international war criminal, bro. Like, he has killed so many egos and, like, abolished so many self-esteems.
Literally almost every single cooking competition I've ever seen, 90% of the contestants in there get roasted for having such disgusting meals that they serve to the judges. And
hold up, that's actually smart as hell. Pizza on toast. Oh my god. Did I just hack something? I mean, I clearly didn't because I just saw an image of it, but that's low-key meta because you don't have to make the bread. It's already made. You just put some cheese and some pepperoni on it. And I wouldn't say it's equally as good, but it would be like 90% as good. Am I tripping? I'm a low-key gonna make that. That's like, what, 20 minutes? Well, 20 minutes, like 5 minutes.
Most of the foods they cooked weren't even that bad. I bet if the everyday person, regular person ate that food, they'll be like, it's all right, or it's pretty good. But since they're serving these things to, like, judges that want an elite taste to the food, they'll be like, ugh, this tastes like cardboard. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, every single viral...
Bro, I really want Gordon Ramsay to come in and, like, rate your mom's food, bro. Like, not your mom specifically, but the mom's food. Like, all our mom's food. Like, are we actually getting fed straight trash? Like, I wonder what he would say about, like, my mom's pasta, bro. Would he spit that shit out? I don't know, bro. But if he does, he's getting a slipper to the face, bro. Mom power.
Gordon Ramsay clip is him roasting the chefs for being such terrible cooks. Even the foods that he see on TikTok, he be roasting them. He didn't even taste the food. And remember that episode of the bear?
Oh my god, I low-key forgot that era, bro. The era where Gordon Ramsay was on TikTok. Whose creative decision was that? That's low-key a genius idea. Why did he go so popular for like a year? It wasn't even based off of things that he did recently, just old clips that resurfaced for like a year straight. I wonder what marketing went into that beforehand. Because nowadays, like, you don't hear from him as much, but back then he used to, like, he had control over all media, bro.
Where Lip is going crazy at his employees because they got a bunch of orders of food. He be cussing, like cussing at them, bro. Like, come on, man. I could not work in a setting like that. Is every single cook job like this? Like, I can't imagine them doing this at a McDonald's.
Getting talked smack to by some random ass chef that no one's ever heard of that isn't the fucking GOAT Gordon Ramsay, bro. Like, what are you doing? You gotta stand up for yourself, bro.
And if they do this at a McDonald's, what the f? I'm gonna quit on the spot. This is fucking McDonald's. I'm not working like that. I'm not letting my manager or chef of the kitchen talk to me like that. I'm gonna spit in your mouth. What happened to everybody can cook? What happened to that?
See, that's the mentality, bro. Actually, maybe not like spit in your mouth, but that's the mentality. Like, you shouldn't, just because you work and that they get paid marginally more to do their job, just like you are, their job is to oversee people. It has like a more social aspect. They're not any better than you at all. You follow the rules. They're there to enforce the rules. They have no authority over you at all. Do not ever lean into authority. You will be viewed as less by the authority you're trying to lean to. There are rules, and if they overstep the rules, they're just as human as you are. You call them out for it. You're here to enforce them. If you can enforce them properly, I'll get HR to enforce them for you.
Single clip I've seen of chefs in the kitchen, they always getting roasted, bro. I could never work in a setting like that. I mean, I have no experience of working in a setting like that, but if you're a cook in the kitchen, get a job at Burger King. They're probably more nice. Last and final job. Any Asian construction job, bro, because those are all the jobs I see that be popping up on Live Leak. It's like the higher ups over there have no safety concern for the people that work for them.
Yeah, they be placing traps in there on purpose, bro, like just to actually like see what happens.
Because the people that be working over there be dying or getting injured in the worst ways possible. Like, those 3D videos are actual recreations of real life incidents that happen in construction Live Leak videos. Like, every time I see those kind of videos, those make me shaking my boots, bro. And these people are probably getting paid minimum wage to do it, bro. It's sad, bro. Sad. But this job is more self-explanatory than anything. And that's all the jobs I wanted to talk about today. Did I miss your job? Comment.
I'm surprised you didn't have like oil rig worker. That went viral for like being the worst job ever. Even though like being an oil rig worker, low-key takes a lot of athleticism, but I don't know if it would be that bad. They always look like they're having so much fun, like jumping around, bro. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe. I love y'all, and yeah, see ya.